Hello, I'm Dwight Norris of FishingAtWork.com, and now is a continuation of this morning or slash lunchtime at work fishing in the rain video. I mentioned that I would go over in more specific the things I mentioned, like rain suits and protective gear and keeping your gear dry and other such things. And I have a few examples, but I don't have everything that I stated. I should, but I've used them before or rented them before, and I know they're a good thing to do. So I will be acquiring such things in the near future. But for now, let's start with what I have, and then I'll explain about the things that I don't have. First of all, let's just start with what's on top. You'll like this. Here's a hat. Happen to have my Washington Capitals hat here. I've been a fan since I was 9 years old. Used to go to the games back when Ovechkin wasn't there, and there was nobody at the game. It was 1/3 full in that arena. That was a good day, but I liked it. Never actually played, but this is a hat that you'll need when you go out because the wind can be going from different directions, and it's good to have a hat anyway, even in the sun, because of the UV rays. But even under a suit, you should still have a hat because sometimes the actual hood of the jacket will just stop here and the wind can get caught in there and just blow it off, or the wind's coming from directions, specifically like it is here in Boston, and this totally nullify whatever you're wearing. It's a pain in the butt. Maybe something better should be created for that. So I have the hat. I'll just leave it on. And next is the rain jacket, part of the rain suit. This is a Field and Stream. I'm not quite sure to show the camera, but anyway, it's a very light jacket. I've worn it a lot over the years. I actually use it for snowboarding as well, just to go over top of my warm clothing. I don't plan on falling, so it works quite well for that. I've had no problems. I've flipped over, rolled, and snow thankfully hasn't really protruded through this thing. It is 100%, if there is such a thing as a 100% waterproof. I highly recommend this Field and Stream jacket. I got it many years ago from a sporting goods store, and I'm sure you can find something like this again, or even better one. But basically, you have your inner lining here. It's really thin. It has what's the line made of? Nylon, and the shell is polyester, 100%, which is why it's waterproof. Has the hood here, which I spoke of. So when it goes over you, you'll be fishing sort of like this. If you're lucky, most likely the brim will be like this. And if the wind gets in there and it knocks it off, annoying. But you know, if you can get it over the brim, that's the best thing to do. And then the wind and the rain will have less of an angle to actually get to your eyes and your face, and that will enable you to kind of ignore the rain and just keep fishing. And then you'll know, because the rest of your body is actually covered with the waterproof shell of the rain suit, you'll be protected. So no problems. Also, make sure you get a jacket that might be, I don't know, people like to be comfortable, but just maybe one size bigger than you are. I get a size bigger than me because I'm really tall, so to get that length that I need, I have to go to the next size, even if it isn't form-fitting. I don't really like form-fitting anymore because I haven't really been able to buy form-fitting stuff because of my size. I get that off now. But yeah, it has buttons. It has pulleys here to tighten it up really easily. It has buttons, they're easy to clip on and clip off. And that's on top of a zipper. You have your extra, it has extra pockets, which are covered, which is nice for the waterproofing, so water doesn't seep in through the zipper. And then the zipper, I think it's better that the zipper actually closes on the bottom. So when if water gets in and it goes to the top, it won't have that little bit of space here where the zipper actually closes to actually get in. So doing it in the reverse fashion actually makes it more waterproof. And if you can find one with a vent in the back, I believe, who makes this really good? Columbia PFG, I believe. They have the little cutout here and the mesh, and it allows you to air to breathe, but doesn't let the water to go in because it's overlapping. Now, the rain pants. This is the same thing as you see. Golden Stream has pockets, waterproof, it's thin, it has a zipper here in case you have really big boots on, or you're doing like ski bindings or snowboard bindings. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what we wear when we go fishing at work. And for us, boots and waders are the reason you would have this zipper come of use. Because they might be really big, they might need to come up. But sometimes it's easier just to have your clothes on, and then you'll just push these 2 points together and just feed your boot through. See? It's actually a very wide space when you unzip it. And then when you're done, boom, you're in there, and you just zip it up and you're ready to go. Quick and easy. And then you just tighten it here. You hold the top, squeeze, and then you're tight. It doesn't look like it tightened up much there, but trust me, it's a lot. I am not this wide, but this thing squeezes me pretty hard. And you have your side buttons for, whatever else you want to wear that you aren't already wearing in your pants that are inside of this. Stuff that maybe not so clean, an old used hook that you had to break off, or I don't know, a rag full of fish slime because you're just whipping the fish's butts. You just can't stop catching them, and you're like, oh. That's a good thing. Next up is something that's a little controversial for our application, and that's a good pair of boots. These are Timberland Pro Series. They have the steel boot toes. You don't really need steel toes for fishing, per se. Unless you're going to hook yourself in a toe, then this will protect you. But what you're really looking for is for the tread here. If you're out in the inclement of weather, and you're slipping and sliding around through like rocks or roots or leaves, or you're trying to go through like even use a kayak on a wet day, and you're trying to pull off and into the water, there's a chance that, your nice dress shoes, you don't want to have those on, might get a little messed up. Or you plan to take those shoes off, and you have your feet, and you get in the mud, and then you jump in the water, and then you're, oh crap, I gotta get back to work, and you realize, you got mud between your toes, and then you're trying to dry off and put your socks on, and you're wasting time, and it's just not fortunate. I've done such things when I was younger, but I was a kid then, so I didn't have to worry about going to work. But for our purposes, a good pair of boots would do well to be able to carry, but these bad boys must weigh 10 pounds. So what do we do about that? If you have a car, fine, just throw it in the trunk, not a problem. But yeah, 10 pounds. But if you have like a transportation with a bus or a bike, or you're walking, it is not cool to be carrying those around just in case it rains, or you saw in the forecast it's going to be bad, but you got to go fishing. there is something that can help. I'm not sure if you can find this in retail stores, but online they have a tread pattern kind of thing that you can actually slip on to your shoe. It's kind of like the spikes that you can get for your shoe during the winter, in case you're going to be walking on black ice, specifically in the morning when you go to work, or you're trying to, shovel out of the tundra that you live in, like we do here in Boston. I actually have a pair of those. Yes, let me show you. Hold on just a second. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff when you have too much stuff. So, here they are. They're called slip mats. And this is where you put your toe in, the bottom, or the top. This is the top. You feed your shoe into it, and then you pull the tab around the back. It's really stretchy. And boom, your foot is in there. And this is where, what size this is a, oh, it's really small. For a 5 to 7 men's foot. And then you have these little cleats here that actually clip onto the ice. You could technically use this as well if you're in inclement weather. They are cleats, just like football. They're just like golf cleats, sort of. They're flat. They won't poke anything, but they give you extra grip. But there are some that actually have like actual boot soles that you can get too. I really need to find those. I'll provide a link down below if I do find it. That's a great thing to have. Another good thing to have is, let's say, yes, the bags. Most bags or book bags that people have aren't waterproof. There is one type of bag that you can get, which is called a dry bag. Funny name, because it makes sense. And most things that are made by manufacturers don't make sense with their names, except maybe the iPhone. So the tangent there. But yes, the bags. They aren't waterproof, and you can either get a dry bag or you can use an inner bag to keep your stuff dry. Say you have your wallet, or you have your fishing license, or you have some other documents that you need to carry around with you, or anything else you really don't want to get wet or muddy or fish gutty. Here's an example here. What is this? Plain old CVS bag, Just throw your stuff in here, wrap it up, roll it, and boom, you throw it in the bag, or you can even just do it DIY and just tape it across here once you roll it up and throw it in the bag, and pretty much it's not gonna get wet in here. It's not a problem unless you completely fall off a kayak or fall offshore and just submerge with all your stuff. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Also, you can just get a big Ziploc bag. You find this at your local food stores, Walmart, Target, etc., and put all your good stuff in here. And once you do, you can save space by just folding it end over end and storing it in there. And things like that are important because you want to make this the best outing it can possibly be, even when it's raining. So, what else could you possibly need if you're fishing in the rain? There are other circumstances. Say you maybe have some time after work and you can get on a kayak and go out in the water. You would probably want some way to keep your butt dry, and that'll be fine with the rain suit and such. But there's some other things you might want to think about, because you might have all of your stuff with you. If you didn't come by car, you can't lock it away. So you might want to have extra bags and you might want to have towels to dry off under a tree or something. But other than that, those are the basics, and they'll get you to where you need to go without too many problems. So, if you have any suggestions, please reply below if this is within the blog post on the website, fishingnetwork.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us if you like, or don't like us if you don't like, or leave a comment if you have some suggestions about what you would like to see in the future on our channel or on our website, or later on when I do a podcast, that as well. And please, oh yes, sign up for the private Facebook fan page on the website, fishingnetwork.com, and get out there and go fishing.